right. Welcome, welcome. I am live here sipping my tea. Looking forward to sipping the tea or spilling the tea with Akiko Denise Wellness, who's going to join us in just a moment. All right, Akiko, I am waiting for you. This beautiful cup by my dear, beautiful sister friend. Oh, she says she doesn't see me yet. Tell her I'm on. I am on, girl. I am here. There I am. All right. There she is. Hey, Akiko. I see you. It took a minute. It took a minute to get this live going with this rain. I think the connection is a little bit shady. So we are waiting for Akiko to join us. I'm so excited to be talking to this beautiful soul today. All right, let's see. View. Yes, there you go. Go live. And you're going to be joining us shortly. And I'm wearing the shirt. Hey, there you are. I was just like, okay, the rain just like will not let us be great today. It is raining so hard today in Atlanta. Don't you look beautiful? Did you get all gussied up for the camera?
Oh no, I was doing some house stuff around here. I mean,
I love it. That's how you woke up like that, right?
woke up like this. Yes.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Akiko. I'm so happy to have you here. We're going to talk about a couple of things today. So, for those who are joining or who are about to join us, I want to just share a little bit about how we connected, and then I want you to take it from there. So, you and I connected just over the summer during our Black Lives Matter teacher training.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out how I know I hosted an event here at my home once training completed, and I put it out there just inviting the people in the Atlanta area, right? And your mentor, wasn't it your mentor, Alexis? Living with Intention, Alexis, if you're listening to this, she she led the meditation here. And so she invited people from her group, which was really awesome. And you were one of those people. So henceforth, that's how our paths cross. Hello, Michelle Ross there. I see you, girl. That's how our paths crossed. And I mean, I think we just, it's so interesting to me because we just naturally kicked it off. And even beyond that event, right, we have just remained connected since then. So I am so excited to have you. I want you to tell people, I was like, I want to talk to you because, tea, you are a tea connoisseur. And I found that out how like amazing you are in the space of tea. And I want you to just share with people who you are, what you do, what you bring to the table, your love of tea, and just, anything you'd like to share with us at all. Hey, Rochelle, I see you there. And we have Akiko on if you're just joining us. Welcome, welcome, Akiko. So please just share because I want to talk about this beautiful tea box.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and that it says, sip slowly, selfishly. I love that. And so I want you to know that per your suggestion, yes, I am steeping dreamy. So this is my dreamy tea,
Yeah.
and I'm drinking it in my little yogi cup. You see my yogi cup here? That's from my beautiful friend Naomi, who's known here on IG as Inverting Introvert. So she gifted me this cup after I led my first teacher training this year, and Naomi gifted this to me, and it's just so beautiful. I love it. Hey, Cherry, I see you. Welcome, welcome, everyone. So, Akiko, take it away, my dear.
Sure. So my name is Akiko Denise Wellness, and I created my tea company called Emerge Wellness Tea Company. And reason being, I am a yoga and meditation teacher here in Atlanta, and I hosted as soon as I got out of teacher training. My offering was more of meditation, restorative, and tea. So I started to build this community of ladies and have women's circles every month, and that was called Emerge Light. Um, and from there, the ladies loved the tea so much and loved the practice of tea that they was like, Kiko, I mean, do you sell tea? I was like, no, I'm just, I'm out practicing and living. And so I created some love of teas, and that's kind of how it started. And then from there, I have about 13 to about 18 teas, and I just love the practice of tea. So I told you to get the Dreamy, right? To try the Dreamy.
Yes, I did. And here it is. This is Dreamy. You see my packet is opened here. Yes. And I put it in my pot. And yeah, it's steeping in there. I love this. And when you say, Akiko, the practice of tea, what is the practice of tea for those who don't know? Share, educate us on tea and what that means.
So to me, because tea is so vast, right? So many different cultures have it, and my background is Japanese. My mother's Japanese, and we always connected with my grandfather over tea, just to be still, making sure that whenever we pour the water with the tea leaves, we actually sat there to appreciate and show gratitude and so on and so forth. So as I started to get older, the ritual of tea meditation kind of stuck together. And so in the mornings, evening, night, whenever, if I feel a little shaken or just need some type of grounding, I will come to tea. And the reason why I like to kind of have tea in a clear mug is so I can actually see the tea leaves bloom. And I know you have it in a teapot, so it's the same way. Yeah.
And I have my clear mug. So Akiko, I just want you to see this tea box, talking about the clear cup, right? So this is the mug that came in my little tea box. And I've got some other, aside from Dreamy, I've got Refresh, and I promise you I'm going to sample all of my teas. And then I have one, which I love, called Calm.
Yes.
Love that. And tell us about this. This is so interesting to me because I recently discovered this. I had not experienced the tea, like the tea ball, right? Like the bloom. I think they call it the blooming tea, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's that all about? What's the blooming tea about?
So the blooming tea that we carry here in our shop is made out of, well, the one you have is green tea, and it has a little bit of white tea on there. But
yeah.
The one that's on the website. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
It looks just the same.
Yeah.
Right? But this one is made with white tea. And so the green and white tea is the white tea is very delicate, lighter, and it's kind of like the baby tea leaf that actually sprouts out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You drop this in your glass to kind of swim around the water, and then it starts to open up slowly. So it's just another practice of just being still instead of, grabbing your cup, running out the door, rushing to work or rushing. Like, okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy, this whole process and watch how the tea leaf starts to open up. And I kind of explained this and expressed this to even oolong tea. Like this is the that you have right there. You see how
yes.
So as soon as you put it in the water and it's like,
and it expanded like this.
Exactly.
Yes. I love that. I was like, oh wow, it's swole. It got big. Yes, look at you. That is a beautiful pot there. This is so beautiful. And I see Naomi. Hey Naomi, you see I'm drinking out of my beautiful cup, girl. I told you I was gonna use my cup for tea. Akiko has given us a little education on tea. So Akiko, do you drink tea on the go, or is the practice of tea always in a place of like meditation and stillness and, being mindful of your consumption of tea?
Yeah, so I do drink tea on the go, but
Mm-hmm.
every morning I have tea with myself by myself. And that's like my meditation, right?
Ah,
So
yes.
like creating a space, creating a Zen space. I have about maybe 3 areas in my home that I like. This one right here is kind of like my jungle. I'm a plant mom too.
Okay.
And I I practice that. I practice my tea meditation. I sit here and I allow all my senses to kind of awaken, open up, you know,
Mm.
take time to just watch the tea leaves open because, like I said, I did a meditation with a good friend of mine, Tiffany Johnson, and she
Mm-hmm.
did a series called Unravel. And I brought the tea meditation to one of her series, and basically,
Uh-huh.
because the oolong tea or any bald teas like jasmine, because it's so tight, this is kind of expressing of like how our lives are when we get, anxiety or when we get,
Ooh.
you feel the tightness in our chest, right?
Uh-huh. Yes.
So it's like, okay, what can you do? What do? You just stop? Yeah, stop, reset, sit there for a minute, go through all the feels, and then you start to open up. And once you
Mm.
start up, you feel so much lighter.
Yes. I love that. Oh my gosh, Akiko. So you said a whole lot there. And I do want to just, like Naomi joined us. Naomi, I do love my cup, I have to say. And I love you too. And today is Naomi's birthday. So Naomi, happy birthday. And thank you for, yes, we're drinking tea in your honor, Naomi. Happy birthday to you. So you said you're a plant mom too. So that led me to say, okay, I know you're a mom, so just tell people about you and the different facets you're in life. Because one of the things that I share each week with the people that have been coming on is that we're not one note, right? We're very multi-layered. We wear we play multiple roles in our lives. Yes, happy birthday, Naomi. Yes, of course. You are very welcome. And that you are layered, complex, many facets, a mom, a wife, you work, you lead tea meditations. And I want people while you're on here to know that you are actually leading. Can you tell everybody while we have everybody here, the tea meditation, and I'm going to remind people of this as well post our discussion, but you're actually hosting a tea meditation. If people are interested in that you're actually going to be doing one. So just share a little bit about, some of the other roles you play in your life, as well as give us the information about the tea meditation, because it's fascinating to me and I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to attending, right, my tea meditation with you, because that's another thing. Support is a verb, right? Support is active, right? It's not passive, like, hey, girl, I support you. No, I want my community to see you, to know who you are, to know that you have this beautiful offering that is healing and that is just amazing, that is unique, and that I think I believe brings so much light and love to the community, to people, to the world. So please tell us about your tea meditation that's upcoming,
Right.
and the other roles that you play in your life. Those things.
The
Yes.
layers that I play in my life. Wow.
Yep.
Ah, so yes, I am a plant mom. I
Mm-hmm.
am a mom of two pits and labs, and I have two kids, 17 and 13 years old.
Girl, you do not have a 17-year-old. You lie.
Yes,
You
I
do
do.
not. No. Look at you, beautiful. A 17-year-old. Okay, it must be all the tea, because girl, you look like you got about like a 2-year-old.
Oh yes, he is a senior in high school, and he wants to be a thoracic cardiologist.
Ooh, a thoracic cardiologist.
Yes.
Tell people what that is, because you know it can be fancy words for those that don't know. Thoracic, as in thoracic spine. Cardiologist, we know heart. So tell us about that. And then go back to you.
So basically, it's everything that deals with the chest. He has asthma, so he's very he's pretty much grown out of it, but that is something that he wants to study more of.
Yeah.
And just find out ways to, you know, to help people. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a super bright kid, and I'm super proud of both of them.
Oh, wonderful. And that 13-year-old I know is the girl. And we talked about that too. So I want the moms on the line who are on the video to know that one of the things, Akiko, I know, just a little inside information, if I could share, Akiko, is that she is planning to host a tea meditation for mothers and daughters. And I'm so excited about that because her daughter is 13. My daughter is 14. But I know that it doesn't really matter what age your daughter is. I believe that this what you're offering that you're going to have in the coming year is going to be just awesome for mothers and daughters as a way to connect. So yeah, just that come together, that connecting, and then that, you know, just opening and experiencing that in a collective space. I'm just beyond excited about that.
And that's something that's super important to me. Just, you know, as the different phases that we go through as an adult and as a mom, and as, you know, as our daughters start to transition from one like super kitty girl to now she's a growing teenager to a early young woman, you know, and it's like, what does that look like? How do we adjust with the attitudes and the moods, and how do we build more relationship to be able to still connect with our daughters? You know, when they were babies, to toddlers, to like school age, and now we're entering middle school to high school. So that was a little challenging for me in the beginning. It still is. We're still learning because, you know, like I said to my son, both the kids, like, this is new to me. I've been a mom before, and you've never 13, 14, 16, 17 years old, you know?
Right.
Out here. But, you know, for my daughter, it's really important. We usually go out to Sweetwater Creek Park, and I've taught her to practice on meditation and journaling, and when you feel something, and, you know, all the different ebbs and flows. So she, like many people, thought that meditation was a certain thing, and you had to be still, you had to be quiet, you know, and she didn't think that she can do it, you know, and not until this past year and a half, she's like, yeah, okay, I understand.
Yes.
So definitely.
And you said a mouthful right there. First of all, that meditation is more than one thing, right? To educate people who are not familiar with meditation. And number two, you also said, I'm new to this, but you know what? Equipping your daughter at a young age with knowing that, you know what, go in, be still, journal. You can meditate in this way. You can have a walking meditation. Tea is a meditation. It's just about getting still and present where you are. Now, how you do that in silence, in sitting, in walking, in drinking tea, these are all options that you can have in your meditation practice, but it is a practice. So I love that you said that. Okay, mama, time, like mama to four-legged animals, plant mama, child mama, you got all that. You're also a yoga teacher and meditation teacher. And then professionally, for those who, a lot of times I think people think, well, is this all you do? Well, no, you also have a career, right? You have a professional career, and you work in a major hospital right here in the Atlanta area. And you're also doing that. So my question is like, oh gosh, girl, I love the fact that you start your day right centering with your tea, because I imagine that grounds you and that helps you to be able to wear all these different hats. as well as I'm sure you're a sister. I know that you're also a daughter, and you have those relationships too. You even told me that I think you said, girl, you do a family dinner.
Yes,
So I'm like, what? You do a family dinner, and you do that every week?
every week.
So tell us about that. Tell people, because this is something that I think is very important and also helpful to people to know that, you know, bringing your family together. So it's a beautiful thing. It's like a ritual, right? So you do this at your home. So tell us about that.
So since COVID hit, right, it allowed us to slow way down, to kind of reset and just look around and spend more time with our families, right? I all of a sudden had this urge to be like, okay, we can't go to restaurants, we can't do this and that, the other. Let's just start having Sunday dinners together. And my dad was like, yes, I love it, because I don't ever see it. Because I have two sisters, it's three girls.
Okay.
And all of us are super busy. We're always doing, and especially with me, like I work a full-time job, and then I do my business full-time at night, and then on
Right.
my weekends are just shot.
Right.
So I said, you know what? Yeah, this is important. My parents are getting older now. Now the grandkids are starting to be in the space. We're going to do Sunday dinners. So luckily we start, you know, sometimes my sister will host it at her house, or my other sister will host it at her house, but I'm the one who's the lover of the food. So for some reason, I end up getting in the kitchen every Sunday.
That means you're the maker of the food too. I love that, right? So you're making food and the family's gathering and you guys are able to bond and connect on that Sunday. That is so beautiful, girl. That's beautiful. Yeah.
My dad, he's the one that really appreciate that. Like he's like, as long as my family is together and healthy, like I am happy. Don't worry. And I'm like, Dad, how you feeling today? Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Girls are in the house, like he's good, you know.
That's so beautiful. I love that, Akiko. So tell us about your upcoming tea meditation that you're hosting.
Okay, so I have one coming up on actually Friday, right? Yeah, the October 30th. Yeah, because we're already in this weekend.
Yeah, right.
It's at Live Your Yoga in Roswell.
Live Your Yoga in Roswell. Is the event posted on your website, or do you have it on your social media page? How can people get information about tickets and location and all that kind of stuff?
So I will be posting it today.
Okay.
It's going to be a limited amount of number because of COVID. We're capping it off at 8 or 10 to be sure. But it's inside the studio, and we're all spaced out. And then everyone will have like their own setup of their tea, a bottle of like steaming hot water. And so instead of me actually performing this ceremony in the silent tea meditation type, everyone will have their own setup, and we will do step by step together.
Okay, that's awesome. And what's the cost of the event to attend, Akiko?
So typically it's $40, but the one on Friday is going to be $25 because that's going to be more of a restorative and tea meditation. First night is a 2.5 hour event. This one will be like a 60-minute. Okay.
And then what time of day is it? I'm imagining that it's evening because you work a full-time job. So I'm just going to jump out there and say it's Friday evening. Do you have a time already listed?
It's going to be at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8.
So it'll be 7 to 8, and it's in Roswell. It'll be $25, and it'll include your tea, of course, the ticket to come in, the tea, the supplies, the restorative yoga. That's going to be beautiful. So does the tea happen first, or does the tea happen in the end?
At the end. Tea happens at the end.
Tea happens at the end. So tell me what this is. Like, why do I need this? This is part of the kit that I got. And then I got this little peach gummy candy. Is this like just a treat for me? Is that what that is?
That's a coaster. Right?
Okay.
And our glass sits on it.
Okay. Oh, see? I didn't. Oh my gosh. And the little dragonfly. I did not even see that. That's your logo, that dragonfly? I love it.
Yeah, so it's a cicada.
Oh, I stand corrected. A cicada. This is a cicada. So and I know the cicada is significant. Tell us why the cicada. So this, I imagine, is my dry scooper for the tea, right? To put it. Yeah. Okay.
And that yields a half a teaspoon. So typically 2 scoops is a teaspoon, and that is pretty good with the amount that you should put in your tea glass. If you want more, put in more. If you want less, take out. Just wherever your happy medium is.
Okay. I got another question for you, because you left out something about one of the roles you play. You did not share. And I know this about you, and I want you to share. After you tell us the significance of the cicada, tell us about the cicada.
So the cicada, which is called simi in Japanese. Growing up in Japan, like I was born there, we lived there till about I was 8 years old. I remember playing with the little bugs. And those bugs are those annoying, like loud bugs that come right at sunset, and usually in the summertime. That's when we know that summertime is on, because it's screaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've always been in my space, but when I've got here to the States, I've been here over 20 years here in Georgia, I've never seen any cicadas. And not until 2.5 years ago, it was just like they were popping up left and right. And then when I was creating my business, my dad found a cicada, my mom found me a cicada, my sister, like I literally have the whole family of cicadas in my cabinet.
Wow.
So the connection is cicadas live for either 13 or 17 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Majority underground. And the last pretty much 2 weeks of their lifespan, they start to emerge out of the ground onto a tree, a leaf, or wherever. It's just they're above ground. And then they start to break their shell, and then they come out becoming this beautiful, like, bug, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so the connection to that is just the whole process of life, and especially with women, we hold on a lot. We quiet our voices a lot, and emerging lights is something that I wanted to bring forth to say, hey, girl, it's okay. Let's open up a little bit. Let's do what we've always wanted to do without all of these, things that cause us to be like, no, you can't do that. No, you're not enough. You're not this. You're not that.
Right.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
the process of emerging out of that shell and turning into your better self, or yourself that's already that's been waiting to come out.
I love that. That is so, so beautiful. Thank you. And Jerry loved that too. She gave a big hug for that one. Yes. And we talk about that too. So tell us though, Akiko, because you left out the part that you are a Reiki master. I'm like, girl, how do you leave that out? That is you are so layered and complex and talented and gifted that I believe you even forget your gifts, girl. But you got to share, because people are looking for you and they don't know that you're right here. In fact, I shared you with someone today. I had a client today, and she was telling me, well, I just can't find a Black woman who does Reiki. I was like, what? I know somebody, right? And her name is Akiko, and I'm talking to her at 4 o'clock. Yada, yada. That's right. So let's talk about the Reiki. Tell us again. People need to know who you are. That's why I'm like, you got to know this woman right here. She's a healer. She's a tea. Come on, girl. Tell us about the Reiki.
So I've always had this thing where I've always been a nurturer, just general, and I knew about Reiki, but didn't really study it. I did it when I was little and when I was in Japan and things like that. Then
Mm-hmm.
States, and as we start to these chapters of our life, becoming, from our 20s to 30s, entering our 40s, all different levels of life. I started it as a healing process for me. So it was a practice that I would practice for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to practice and practice on other about 3 years ago. And it's basically universal energy. And it's giving, like if you hit your knee, you automatically go to your knee and comfort it, right? Comfort
Right.
it. Something is going on, shocking, and your heart is tight. You go right to your heart, right?
Right.
So that is the practice of Reiki. It's just giving good energy and able to allow your body to release any blockages, kind of like your chakras. You know how you
Right.
talk, so
Right.
right, same thing. But it's a Japanese practice, and it is something that I truly believe in. I feel like whenever someone really needs it, um, I show up.
Right.
Yeah, so that,
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not really big into, and maybe that's something that I need to work on of sharing all my gifts and talents. I just feel like when the time is right, we will get a and say, hey, you know what? Let me do this for you.
Right. I love that. I love that, Akiko. Thank you. I mean, we can go on. There's just so much more I want to ask of you, but I'm going to bring our conversation to a close. I want to remind people, if they want to find you or find out more about you, to visit your page here on Instagram, Akiko Denise Wellness,
Yes.
right? Akiko, and right, and her, and you can look at my post sharing her, and I've tagged her in it, so you can find out more about her. She has the tea meditation coming on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And this coming Saturday, for those who want to join us outdoor for the full moon, we'll be leading
Hunters.
full moon and fire in the outdoor space with Black Power Yoga. We want people to know these conversations are a continuum of, our gatherings that we began in September, early August, and then right into September. And it's just a way for us to just really remain connected and share all the beautiful gifts that we have. And I'm so honored and happy that you would join me today. I appreciate all the tea, right? My delicious, like dreamy, I'm feeling dreamy here. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little calm here. I'm loving that. And I'm going to enjoy my tea, and I'm going to practice that, right? Because I have drunk, I'm not, at least right now, I don't consider myself like a major tea drinker. I enjoy tea. I love tea, but and I want to learn more about and get more into tea. I love your explanation about it and just watching the leaves bloom and expand. I'm going to definitely focus on that. Now I have my clear pot to work with. That's so beautiful just to even watch the leaves. So this was an education for me as well, and I really appreciate you sharing. And I look forward to seeing you on Friday, because I'm coming and I'm bringing my daughter. I want her to come and experience this.
Yeah.
Experience you, right? I want to, experience you live. So you all better register if you want to get, right? Because she said spaces are limited. And so I don't know how many people are signed up right now, but I'm going to get my ticket. So we are able to come out and be part of your tea meditation on Friday. So for those who have joined us, we have someone new just joined us. So thank you, Hope. And everybody, Jerry and Rochelle and Naomi and everyone who joined us today. We thank you so much. Akiko, it's been my pleasure and my honor to have you. Thank you, beautiful, so much, right? From my heart to yours. Yes, ma'am. Be well. God bless. Enjoy the rest of this Saturday, okay?
Well, take care.
All right. Bye-bye.